Hey guys, this is Chad Joyce with Plum Real Estate and welcome to another edition of Touring Texas. I'm really excited today. We got a brand new listing here in North Fort Worth at 1417 Creosote. We're going to check out that house. We're going to check out the HOA. We're going to show you what Fort Worth has to offer and all the amenities and the features and what it could be like for you if you decide to move and check out this neighborhood. So sit back, relax, enjoy the video, and we'll catch up with you guys at the end. All right, guys, well, welcome on over to 1417 Creosote in Fort Worth, Texas. Two-story house right here, right behind me. We're going to go in and we're going to have a look at this. This is an absolutely beautiful home. We have brand new carpet. Interior's been repainted. You have upgrades throughout. You got hardwood floors, the actual real hardwood floors. Barn doors. Light fixtures have been updated, granite countertops, nice appliance. Like, it is a beautiful home. This is a 3,325 square foot home, 5 bedrooms, 4 baths. We just put this on the market for $494,900. Let me make sure that's correct. Oh, sorry, $494,500. You are part of Northwest ISD. Elementary school is Lizzie Curtis, and then your middle school is Worthington, your high school is Eaton. If you don't want to do the public schools, there are a few private schools around the area as well. We are in North Fort Worth in the Harmon Ranch subdivision. We're probably about, just kind of give you an idea, that's heading north, and we're about 10 miles, 9 miles south of Texas Motor Speedway. We're about another 8 to 10 miles north of downtown Fort Worth. 35W is just right over here. Easy access to the rest of the Metroplex. You can get up to 114. You can get down to 820 pretty easily. There's a lot of development going on around here that is actually, you got plenty of restaurants, you got plenty of entertainment, lots of great things going on in the community. Now, you are in an HOA here. Let me get the HOA information. I'll find it real quick. Hopefully, sometimes you pull these things up on your phone and you don't get it very easily. Yep. All right. So the HOA, it is an annual HOA. It's $363 a year. What you do is you do get, that's going towards management fees. And there is a community pool. There's a community park. There's a green area, which is kind of used for a softball, baseball type field, or you can play other sports out there. So there's a little bit that you get for it. It's a smaller community. It's a little bit more intimate. It's not a, 5,000 home community. So if you want something that's a little bit smaller where you actually get to really know your neighbors, this is going to be the place for you to check out. Plus, with all the other access and all the other things that I mentioned, it makes it for a really great home. So let's go on in, let's check this thing out, and let's show you around. Welcome on in. You can see when you come right on in, it's a 2-story entry, right? Really pretty, nice and open. I wish you guys, YouTube hasn't figured out how to make everything, be able to smell everything, but you can smell that it's a nice clean home, nice big, or nice fresh paint that's been throughout. I want to point out really quickly, you can see downstairs for all this area, these are glued down hardwood floors, real wood flooring. It's in excellent shape. When you first walk on in, off to the left, you have a beautiful dining room with a really unique light fixture. I really like this light fixture. And then you have the nice paneling and everything that goes around the house or around the dining room. And actually some of this paneling is in different places. So first off, we're just gonna go ahead, we're gonna walk right down this side hallway, all the way down to this room. Now with the floor plan, this is a 5-bedroom house. This is not one of the bedrooms. This is actually an office. There is no closet in here. You got nice tall ceilings, no crown molding up there, but ceiling fan. You have all your wiring connections you can see right down there on the bottom. But the floor plan had the option with the builder of this being a bedroom. It would have had a little bit of arrangement over there, but this could still be a mother-in-law suite if that is what is needed. And that could give you 2 bedrooms downstairs, because right around the corner is the bathroom. You can see we have updated tile, got an updated vanity. For those of you who have not seen the channel before, this owner on this particular property is a corporate owner. It's not a foreclosure, but what they do, what winterization means is they pump all the water out of the pipes, put antifreeze down there. It's really a protection vehicle so that pipes don't burst or freeze when the house is vacant. Because obviously, if they burst and no one's here, then there's a real big problem. We got a walk-in shower here, and you can see they also did the little decorative walls in this bathroom. Really cute. Like this really fits in with being a Fort Worth house. You got a little bit of the Western comfort, I guess I like to say. Down the hallway, you do have, again, we have the decorative paneling on the side. Here's your laundry room with a bifold barn door. Again, you got the updated tile in there. It is an electric dryer, and there's your washer connections. You do have some extra storage space, which is really kind of nice. Good sized room. Let's walk on out here. Let's check out the garage real quick. There we go. Our lights came on. You got 2 front entry garage doors here. You do have your tankless hot water heaters on this house. Thankfully, they are inside the garage. So for those of you who were part of the freeze 4 or 5 years ago, a lot of those hot water heaters froze if they're on the outside walls. This actually protects them from freezing and gives you a little bit more protection. You can see we do have a sprinkler system. There's your electrical panel. All these little marks that are on the walls, the prior owner used to have some shelving in here. So when they got it ready to sell, they just took it off and, textured up the walls. So that's what all those little marks are. But full 2-car garage. Actually, you have a little bit of extra room. You can see on the side here, and on the other side, you get a little bit extra room in the garage area. So let's go on in through this way. We'll walk on in to the main living room. There it goes upstairs. We have a really efficient floor plan here. There's really not much wasted space. You got a really tall 2-story open living area, stone gas fireplace right here with a mantle above it. You already do, if you want to put your TV, it's already got the power going in there. Unfortunately, cables are over here, so you have to get a wireless one. But really nice stone fireplace. Again, you've got all the hardwood flooring. You've got the decorative paneling on the walls. The home has been repainted. That's including the walls and the trim in the windows and the trim around the house, the flooring, you know, really, really nice. Looking this way, you can see upstairs, got a good little view, nice open view. Right over here to the right is the kitchen area. We'll go outside here in a second. You got a nice breakfast area in case you don't want to use your dining area, which a lot of people, you know, a lot of families are not using the dining area anymore as a formal dining area. You got a large kitchen island. Here's your connection area for your refrigerator. A nice deep sink. You got stainless steel appliances. There's the dishwasher. And just to open it up, because it's not sealed there, you can see nice, you know, really nice upgraded appliances. Gas cooktop. It only has 4 burners, but it is gas, which I know a lot of people prefer. Microwave, ovens over here. And for those of you who like to write notes, you got a little chalkboard. You can, you know, kids will love it. You can write yourself notes. Here's butler's pantry, some extra storage space. Granite countertops again, and then in here is the full pantry. Everything's been repainted. You know, pantry, you can see obviously the trim's been repainted. Doors are repainted in good shape as well. So like I said, this home is really, really nice. Before we go outside, let's go ahead, we'll go back here. You do have the split bedroom arrangement. We have our primary suite back here. Let's check that out. And then we'll actually go upstairs and then we'll go outside. So primary suite, we do have a lot of windows in this one. Right out here is the patio. You can see it through the blinds. Now, when we get out to the backyard, you'll see that there's lots of trees back here. So you do get a lot of shade. And with the way the sun runs here in Texas, this backyard actually does not get overheated. Again, you can see the wood paneling that was done in the secondary bathroom up in the front hallway. They brought it in here. It looks really good. You got the decorative paneling around the walls. Here's the primary bathroom. You got a separate shower. Again, everything's been winterized, so that's why you have to see the notices. There's not a problem with them. You got separate vanities in here. His and her vanities. You got a full bathtub and you know, a window to go outside. You got a private toilet area with a little bit of some little storage for towels or toilet paper, things like that. Got a walk-in closet, some built-ins right here. And again, you can see downstairs, everything downstairs. We got this floor, this hardwood flooring that's throughout, or you have the updated tile throughout. There's no carpet downstairs. All the carpet's upstairs, and that's recently been replaced as well. So let's go on up there. Let's have a look at what the upstairs has to offer. All right, here we go. We got upstairs. Now I haven't come up here yet to open up the lights and the blinds, so we'll be turning those on as we go through, and you can see you get plenty of light up here. The game room is really nice. It's open to the foyer downstairs. We'll walk on over, poke our head over. You know, there's the foyer downstairs. And come over this way, it's open to the living room and the kitchen downstairs. This carpet has just been replaced. It's in great shape. Just put in just recently. Up here, you're gonna have 4 bedrooms and 2 full baths. Again, similar style as downstairs. You got a shower tub combo, vanity toilet, a little bit of storage right on in here. Now, when you come first up the stairwell, if you go to the left, and I'll find the light switch in here, there we go. You have a really cute media room. You got the barn doors that can cover everything. You already do have wiring that goes around the room. See, it's right up here too, and over there. So it does have a raised seating feature, but got a media room and a game room upstairs. Really nice. Upstairs even has a split bedroom arrangement. Over on this side, you got 2 bedrooms, which we'll turn the lights on, walk on in. Tall ceilings, ceiling fan, 2-inch faux wood blinds. You know, you get plenty of light in here. Not the biggest closets in the world, but, you know, not bad either. You know, you get a bigger room. I mean, this is a really big room, and if you want a copy of the floor plan, just email me, I can send it to you. But this is a really big room that is not typical of secondary bedrooms. This room is much larger. Coming on over here, this room's the same size. It does have built-ins, so you know, if you have someone who prefers that, this room would be for them. Again, you got the nice blinds, similar size closet. This is just a reverse of the other bedroom. So you got bedrooms 2 and 3 up here. Then if you walk down over on this hallway, and again, we'll turn on the lights when we get over here. You have a separate bed and bath, or 2 beds and bath down here. Again, get a little more privacy, tall ceilings. These rooms are a little bit smaller, or at least this one is, than the other 2 rooms, but you do get a walk-in closet. So if you want a little more closet space, you have that. It's just a little bit deeper, not necessarily as wide. So walking on down the rest of the hallway, here is the bathroom over here. So this will be the 4th bathroom. You have a shower tub combo right here. Natural light that can come in there. And again, you've got your vanity mirror light fixture. And, you know, you got the updated tile right here. So it's nice to have, if you're going to have 4 bedrooms upstairs, it's nice to have 2 full bathrooms. And then this is actually my favorite bedroom. You have, you know, the outcropping right here where it gets a little bigger. You can have a little bit of a seating area, and you can see how it brightens up the room when I just open the blinds a little bit. And then this one also has a walk-in closet. You know, a little bit wider than the other one at the end of the hallway. Not quite as wide as the first 2 upstairs, and a little bit deeper than the first 2, and not quite as deep as the other one. So, you know, you get your plus and minuses of each room, but definitely have lots of space. So that's upstairs. Let's go check out downstairs and show you what the outside looks like. All right. So this is a nice extended patio. You can see where, you know, right here along this line, that's where it's extended. Is extended back over there, then over this way. Now, where we're looking right now, this is north. We got west over here, east and south. Now, it is winter right now, so the sun is a little bit farther south on us. But even during the summer, with all these trees, you can see these trees, you get good shade in here. And it stays nice and cool. You know, there are some outdoor patios in Texas that just get beaten down by the heat. This is not going to be one of them. Extended patio, you do have an outdoor cooktop. You got a little fireplace or firewood storing area right there. That's what that is. And then right over here, this is a brand new grill that's been put in. And you can see it's never been used. They still have the instructions on the inside here. So definitely a benefit and a plus for anybody moving in. On the side, you got a little, you know, stone walkway. You got nice flower beds coming on around. You know, it's not the biggest yard, but it is a really well put together and functional yard. It's one that you can enjoy outside. Again, we got the rocks over here on this side. It's one you can enjoy outside, Kids can even play out here. We're only about maybe half a mile from the park, so that's another good thing. And you know, speaking of the park, let's go ahead. Let's take you guys on over there and let's show you the amenities and the I guess the HOA amenities and features that you get there. All right, we're at the main Harmon Ranch HOA Amenity Center. Again, this is a smaller HOA, so there's not, you know, the big amenity center. I don't think I can get in here today, but this is the pool area. I want to try to show you some overhead photos, and I'll try to sneak in, but yeah, they actually got it padlocked. So won't be able to get in there. But let's walk on around. We can have a view of it, and while I'm walking on over here, you can see some overhead shots of what it looks like. It's a nice pool area, nice little green area that they've got over here. There's a small little on this end, there's a small little wading pool, kiddie area, splash pad, park, and you can see like right over here you got it's a little green area. So if you want to, I guess, come out with the family and have a little picnic or something, you can do that. But coming over to the other side, we'll stick our camera on over this side as well. I always get weird looks. You know, there's people out here on the biking paths wondering what the hell I'm doing. But, you know, it is what it is. So let's see if we can have a look at it. I mean, obviously the pool has been closed here for the winter. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a good view from the side, but we'll try. You know, you can kind of see, and you know, you really can't. I love magnolia trees, but these are all overgrown. So, well, not overgrown, but they are big and blocking my view, which does make it nice for a privacy area, but you got some good overhead shots of it. This whole park area that the amenity center in, it's down at the end of a cul-de-sac. There's some parking right over that way. I'm the only one out here today, but this is a nice green area that the community has access to. It's Friendship Park, managed by the city of Fort Worth. You know, coming over here, we got a picnic pavilion area, covered area, and they got a really nice playground here. Again, it's a smaller community, so we're not going to have the big lagoons that we've seen at some of the other communities, or you know, the dog parks or things like that. But this is a pretty decent sized playground for a smaller community like this. You know, you got swing sets, kids play areas, all that. So not really a bad play area for kids. You know, unfortunately it's early in the morning today, you know, but this is actually perfect weather to be outside enjoying the day. Mid 70s, a little breezy today. But looking out over this way is the rest of the green area for the community. There's a softball field over here, a little backstop, dog park that goes around, or not a dog park, but a dog walking path and biking path that goes around this green area, and then it goes also and interconnects with the rest of the community. It allows you to have easy access walking or hiking or anything like that you'd like to do, enjoying the outside. So really good basic amenities you got for a smaller community. Kind of gives it a little bit more of a cozy feel. So hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this tour of Harmon Ranch and this property at 1417 Creosote. Remember, this home is just put on the market. It's $494,500, 5 bedrooms, 4 bath, 3,325 square feet. It is a beautiful home ready to move in. Now, I know affordability has been an issue for a lot of people, and you know, that's probably not something that's going to change. But with some of the recent news about 50-year mortgages coming in, I've had a lot of potential buyers reach out and ask, hey, is this a good deal financially? And I'll say honestly, it really isn't a good deal for buyers, in my opinion. Yes, you may save, depending on your mortgage, $200 to $300 a month. But ultimately, if you held that mortgage for the whole 50 years, you're going to pay more than twice the amount of interest in a 30-year mortgage. So I know affordability is a concern. I've got some great lenders that we can get interest rates down below 6% right now. We have had a recent bump up in interest rates in the last 2 to 3 weeks, but we're still expecting them to keep falling and to keep going down. And we can find ways to get an affordable payment and to help you, if you like this home, help you get into this property. Again, if you have any questions about real estate or anything in general, maybe not necessarily this property, maybe something else, hey, please feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is below. Love to chat with you guys. Love hearing from everyone who watches the videos. And again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this showed you what you can get in North Fort Worth, and we hope to hear from you guys. Until next time, y'all have a good one, and we'll see you next week on Touring Texas. Bye.